It's now my pleasure to introduce Bill Heffernan, who I think needs no greater introduction, who's well known to us all. Senator Heffernan.
Thank you very much. Yes, I come from G&E and I finished up here. I won't try and burden you with how or the mystery of that journey, but for sure one thing, life as a politician is not about enjoyment. It's about a great privilege that's been bestowed upon you to assist other people. One of the great rewards for a politician, Carol and others, and Philip and Joe and my parliamentary colleagues, is a night like tonight, where we can be part of a process that puts out there into the communication medium an opportunity for people who need assistance in what are often dire circumstances. I, in fact, can relate to the little preamble there. My next-door neighbour has Parkinson's and he's still farming, and but finds it very difficult. And so I have to say that if it wasn't for nights like tonight, I think I'd go home at the end of my time in Parliament and think, what the hell was that all about? So it is a great pleasure to be here, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Peter Dutton, who I have to say is also on a journey in life. He's now the Shadow Minister for Health. We're hoping to make him the Minister for Health. And in 1999, I think, Peter, he was a policeman in Queensland. So you meet all sorts of people from all walks of life wanting to make Australia the best place in the world to raise a family, breathe fresh air and drink clean water. Can I introduce Peter Dutton?
Thanks very much. It's always very difficult in this place to follow Bill Heffernan, so it's great to be here with you, Bill. Also to my parliamentary colleagues, Senator Brown, co-convener Joe Gash, to Philip Ruddock, to Dr. or Professor Papard, to Professor Bittar, who we know is a brilliant and wonderful surgeon. It is wonderful to be in the company of great people. And as I look around the audience, not only do we have people like Kate and others who are involved in the wonderful work of spreading a good message and trying to provide hope where it seems for some families hope cannot be re-established. That is a wonderful thing that they bring in their contribution to this debate. And for the families and the sufferers, not just here, but those that you represent, the 80,000 Australians with Parkinson's disease, such an insidious disease, for you to be here tonight is something that you should also, I think, be very proud of. And if we look back over the history of treatments and this particular occasion that we come tonight to talk about in terms of DBS, which has a relatively short history, it does and must provide some hope for people as you go forward. Somebody who should be recognised tonight, Jamie Stanistreet from Medtronics, leads a wonderful organisation. And when you look at some of the ways in which we will provide service delivery in the health space and to sufferers of Parkinson's over the coming decades, it really is quite an exciting space. And for people who have had their lives turned around by this treatment, there is lots of research that needs to continue on, there's no question of that. There are some sufferers for whom this will not be a solution. But to be able to spread the message and to provide people with an opportunity or to provide them with an option to turn their lives around is why we're all here with such enthusiasm tonight. So mine is not a brief to talk for 6 hours tonight, you'll be very relieved to hear, but it is to officially launch this DVD. I hope that it conveys a message to clinicians right across the country. GPs and specialists are very, very busy people, burdened with all sorts of messages from all sorts of different causes, and they need to be better educated wherever possible to gain a better understanding of some of the options for their patients, and that really is the great thing about this DVD. We're seeing the power of social media right across the Middle East and Europe at the moment. being able to put a video up on the internet and have it spread to 1 million views within a matter of hours is an amazing tool. And if it is that this DVD can reach people and clinicians and those families that need to look at this option across the country, then it has been a wonderful evening indeed. I should also acknowledge my parliamentary colleague, Bert Van Manen from Queensland. I'm sorry, Bert, he's hiding down the back there, closer to the drinks, I suspect, than the speeches, and to any of my colleagues otherwise. Margot, who's representing the Shadow Minister for Mental Health and Ageing, Senator Fiervanti-Wells, and to others, thank you very much for being here tonight. And it is with a great deal of pleasure that I officially launch this DVD, and I hope it conveys a message of great hope to many Australians. Thank you.